In computing, a stream is typically thought of as a potentially unbounded sequence. So here we have an event A, B, and C. Stream processing is the act of performing continual calculations on a potentially endless and constantly evolving source of data. These endless and constantly evolving sources of data are known as data streams. These calculations typically result in output data streams, and that's what we have here on the right. When we say endless and constantly evolving source of data, this doesn't mean that the data is produced at an even or constant rate. It simply means that the stream does not have a defined start or end, that the data contained within the stream can change shape and size. So in this example, you can see that there's a gap between event C and A, that we're not producing data at an even rate. You can also see that Y and X are grouped very closely together, again, being produced at an uneven rate. Data also comes in different shapes and sizes. You can see that C is smaller than A, and that Y is smaller than X. Data streams are made up of immutable data. Immutable data does not change. Once the data has been placed in the data stream, that specific piece of data can never be updated or changed. Now, I've used the lock icons here to indicate that once we've created this piece of data, it can never be changed again. It is possible, say we have a piece of data with key B, and we want to change the value that the key B points to. We can create another entry, another event with the key B and a different value to change what the key B represents in our calculation. We're going to learn more how this works towards the end of this lesson, but for now, just keep in mind, when you create an event with a specific key, you can never change that key again. The data in data streams are typically individually small. In many cases, each record or entry is less than 1 megabyte in size. So on this slide, when we point to C, B, or A, or Z, Y, or X, each one of these data entries or data records will be less than 1 megabyte in size, typically. While the size of data may be small, stream processing systems may be high throughput. In some cases, streams will receive thousands or tens of thousands of records per second. It's also possible, and just as common, for streams to receive infrequent updates or changes. So again, we only have 3 data records on the screen here in this stream, but we could have thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands in the span of just a minute. Likewise, it could take hours to generate just these 3 events.